Alexa, play instrumental Christmas music.
The station, Instrumental Christmas, on Amazon Music.
Alexa, volume +2. Alexa, volume +2. Hey, this is Benny. Real quick, so this it is a mushroom cocoa mix with reishi. Real quick, I'll read you the ingredients. Organic cocoa powder, organic coconut palm, sugar, organic reishi extract, 500 milligrams, organic cinnamon, organic cardamom extract, organic stevia extract. Reb A contains tree nuts or coconut. Reishi, real quick, is a mushroom. Mushrooms, crazy free health. Okay, right here. Okay, crazy free health mushrooms are. Chaga is the one that I got, and I'm excited to try it, but I'm not ready yet because it does do stuff to your stomach, and my stomach's crazy. I just terrified of anything. I'm terrified to try this. I don't know what it'll do. I had Subway earlier, and I'm freaking out because I'm about to stress in the morning. So I'm gonna try it. Reishi is great for this. It replenishes shit up here. It fixes things, helps you out. Depression, not as much. Helps you with inflammation throughout the body, digestion, helps you with a lot. It's really, really good. There's 500 milligrams in here. Sugar, cinnamon, cocoa powder, and here we go. Okay. Yes, open it, pour it in, stir. I really love this song. Yeah, it's not bad. It just tastes like that like chocolate malto meal. That flavorless chocolate, throw the bread in there with sugar. That's what it tastes like. Ooh, not bad. And it's chill. This is kind of like a night drink. They have wake up ones. That's the chocolate one that helps with the stomach. They have like mid-afternoon ones. It's crazy. I'll talk about it in the future. So, what I was going to talk about is part 2 of what I was saying earlier. Camera cut off. So, that's real good, actually. Don't buy it yet. I'm trying to get a part of the Amazon affiliate link. I'll give it a 10% discount. Yeah, I can feel it in my brain already. It's crazy. Oh, dude, I just wasted 3 minutes. I'm very sorry. So, the part 3 of this is right now, everyone is in we're living a new world. We are this mid, almost post, kind of what the heck's going on in COVID. Vaccines getting shoved down our throat. Walmart saying, free vaccines, hello, free vaccines. It's a crazy world we're in. The thoughts you have from the moment you wake to the thoughts you have to the moment you sleep are now backed up with this infinite pain of this COVID that we have experienced, knowing what has happened this year. You're not as think back to the days when you watched Spider-Man, the one with the Sandman. Think back to that day. The scene when he gets shoved through the glass by the Sandman and Stan Lee walks by. Think about what you were thinking about then compared to how you're thinking now. Notice the dread inside of you compared to what you had then. You were experiencing a lot back then. Yes, I know. But how you are now, everything is backed up by coronavirus. I'm gonna say coronavirus because COVID is like this. Is that kind of loud? Alexa, volume down 1. So basically, when you're going to work, everything is work-based. You need to understand that. You need to first understand before you take on the journey of accepting yourself You have to separate yourself from your job. Okay, Scrubs. There's an episode, Dr. Cox, it was showing how he handles the stress of his job. It shows him he's leaving every day. 5 o'clock hits, he exits the door. Before he fully exits the property, he goes, and then skips onto his car and goes on with his rich, happy life. Uncle Iroh teaches in Avatar that you need to learn to die. Alexa, volume up 2. You need to learn how to die before you die. That's the only way you can live. Alexa, volume up 2. And yeah, this is really nice, actually. It's not as crazy and sweet as you would like, but it's pretty delicious. I'm gonna teach you all about mushrooms, I promise. So, everything right now, I don't know what I was just saying to you, but everything about you right now is coronavirus. 100%. Oh, letting go. Good focus. Letting go is very important. Avatar. I'm going to teach an Avatar series about how to cure depression with Avatar, I promise. It's amazing. There's an episode where Aang he can't reach the Avatar state. The Avatar state, he needs to get into it, but he cannot because he can't let go of Katara. Katara's in a situation, she's about to freaking die. They have surrounded her with the earth bending. She's trapped. And Aang looks over, sees that, that didn't happen. She's surrounded. And he's like, oh my gosh, he's surrounded. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I have to let go. He sits down meditatively, puts a rock 10 above him. I don't know what I was thinking about. And then he just, oh, Katara, I'm sorry, but fuck off. And then she's gone. He lets go. It teaches you how to let go in that episode. The whole chakra thing, it's beautiful. You need to watch Avatar, all of it. Alexa, volume down 3. And then you need to learn how to let go from your job because that does define you. I promise you, it defines you. You don't know the impact your job has. If you're in a position where you're just going, hoo, show up having a blast, you're at a good point in your life and you are lucky in your position. There are people right now miserably doing this monotonous, Alexa, volume down 2, and it's this monotony of the job, maybe some in the same department forever and ever and ever, and that is crazy. So you're going up to McDonald's, right? Floor manager. Managing the same stressful breakfast to morning shift, switch over to lunch, transition to the next shift, letting the manager know what's up, doing schedules. Imagine that. 10 years? But some people have to stick with that. That is you. You go home and you carry that with you. It's a responsibility. You get that pencil, get an eraser. Erase that crap. Work don't matter no more. You get out of that building, yeehaw! It's party time. You know how you feel when family comes visits? You need to feel that every single day. That is the goal. So, you need to understand that when you're trying to make a change in your life, it's not just a change, it's a reality switch. Everything, because once you start changing, everyone you know starts changing. You have no idea how impactful the way you talk can change everybody you talk to. You know that one person in your job that everyone looks forward to work with? That person in himself has a burden of knowing that if you show a sign of weakness to something, it's going to carry over to the rest. But it's a whole, it's we're all interlinked. The happier you are, the happier everyone you know is. It just happens that way. The sadder everyone you know is, the sadder you are. You go to your job excited and happy, and everyone you work with is miserable, you become miserable. If it's party every day and the job's getting done, yeah, right? That's not how it works. Because you don't want to go to work. We need to de-workanize the situation and extra personalize the situation. I had just made an episode of my Daily Donald's podcast, and this is a lot of the same information I put on there, but more in detail because I actually talked about it. It was not time limited. I explained how I don't know what I just said, so I'm gonna ignore it. I have this really gross apple pie protein cookie that I bought, and it's not that great. So basically, whenever you're trying to change yourself, it really is a big change. That's why change is hard, because you're having to let go of this current version of yourself, who you are right now. This not steady, uncomfortable, not confident, awkward, stupid, all the negative words you can think of that describe you. That is you. That's you right now. That is the brain. The brain in the diagram that I had shown previously, it creates the mapping networks. It creates the system that defines you. Everything here, say this is a current snapshot of your depressed, angry brain. This is depressed, angry brain. Pretend it's just flipped. Now everything is this way. Just pretend that it's the same side. Now pretend this is the happy brain. Pretend that if the zigzags are on the left side, you're happier. You have to slowly work your brain to that. Because as you're doing that, you are changing reality. Because every action you make is going to be better. If you're more excited for the day, you're more excited to clean, because you know the cleaner your house is, the happier you are. The depresser you are, for some people like me, I can't clean because I don't think it's important, and I'm really bad at it, and I'm trying so hard. Sue, I promise you, I'm trying so hard, but I don't know how to prioritize my time, and I'm trying to figure it out. I love you. I don't know if you'll ever see this. But it's a reality change when you want to change your life, because every action you make, the more happy you are, the more proud you are, the more proud you are, the more actionable you are, the more actionable you are, the more ability you have to take action and clean the dish, to do the laundry, do the floor, do the scrub, do the wipe, do the organize, do the cluttering, do the socializing, and then you get more and more and more and more, and the more you have done, the more you have time to do, the more you have to do, the less you have to do, and the less you have to do, the more you have to do, and you're constantly getting better and more, and you're not ready for that. You're tired. You're too tired. We're all too tired. That's the problem. And the approach I'm taking is, I've never done to therapy. I've known so many people have been to therapy. I believe therapy doesn't work. Therapy tells you what's wrong with you. Therapy tells you how to handle it. But therapy doesn't help you through the situation. Therapy doesn't help you with all the battles you have with yourself and your ego and your soul and everything you've been told to do your entire life. And if you look people in the eye too much, it might be bad, so you have to look away. But if you don't get enough eye contact, it's too much. Because why does that matter so much? It has to matter. Because if you don't look too professional, they're gonna hate you. What the fuck? Alexa, volume down 2. Basically, right? You need to find a grounding. You need to find some sense of control. And a lot of people are flying loosely. When you're out in the ocean, pretend you're that Benny that one time when he was in Corpus Christi, and him and his brother, me and my brother, we went out into the ocean, and he was like, let's go to the big waves. So I went to the big waves. What happened? The big waves was, the waves said, and it sucked me in. I kept getting further and further out, right? And I was like, I can't get back. What the heck is going on? Am I gonna die? What the fuck? I'm sorry for cussing, but I'm so excited right now. And my brother was further behind me, and how was I swimming better than him? He's older, he should have the muscle, but I was like a chubby kid, right? And then, so I was going, and I was getting further, but I was like, wait, he's dying, I have to go get him, right? So I went back, but I was like, wait, I have to save, what do I do? And then, why do we have to be in this situation at work? Why do we have to wait for my sister's boyfriend, lifeguard, to go, alright, I'll get them, he says jokingly out loud as we're all struggling to fucking breathe. And he swims out there, Jacob. I'm sorry, it was his name. Is it okay to see people's names? I'm sorry. Came out there, brought us back in. Why do we have to wait for Jacob at work? Why can't we just chill in the big waves and not drown? Why can't we try to do the job and not have to deal with all the crap? I don't know what I'm getting at, but I love talking. It's just, you are not your job, and you need to separate that. The first thing I told you about is that we're not put into this existence. If you believe we're in a simulation, why don't you Mr. Beast your life? If you believe this is a simulation, we're not meant to be here, this is all just fake, why are you depressed? If you believe there's no meaning to life, why are you depressed? Go have fun. But you can't because you don't know how. You don't know how to let go. Letting go is the part where you let the ego dissolve, and it's just kind of you being like, oh, because the ego is attached. You have, okay, Kerplunk, you know the game where it has all the noodles, spaghetti noodles looking things going in, it has the ball and you have to pull one out at a time, like that, and the ball's, that's Kerplunk. I love that when I was a kid. Aiden, we're gonna play Kerplunk together. Okay, so, yeah, it's all together. So like you have that ball is your ego, and you want it to, or it's you. I don't know. It's the good. The ball is the good that you want to get down to here, but you can't get it to the where you want it to get because you have to keep pulling these little strings out from your past. But as you pull this little string in your mind, it challenges everything you know, and you have to learn how to kind of just let go of that and keep pulling at it slowly, and then go to the next one, and maybe you do some down here, and then it goes 10 years earlier, and you're trying to find some battles they had to fight 10 years before that you never got to let go of because you never got to discuss it with the people involved. Maybe you had troubles with some type of inappropriate behavior from someone you didn't want it to happen to. You have to learn how to kind of tug at it and learn to just kind of and like let it go, because once you let it go, you're closer to getting that ball down. But the idea is not to let the ball drop. So I don't know what the metaphor is in the situation, the analogy. That is the correct word, but that ball. You pretend in the situation you want that ball to go down here because down here is where you're chilling, right? This is the chill spot, but you gotta do it casually because you don't want to hurt the ball. Pretend the ball's an egg. It's an egg now, and you don't want the egg to crack. You want the egg to simmer down into the beautiful spa, and you have to do it. Depends on who you are. 100, 200, 3 million. How many things you have in your head that contradict each other. The confusion, that's the problem, is the confusion, the contradiction. I also have this right here, dude. It's 7 mushroom blend. It's got a whole bunch. I'll talk about it one day. I'm scared to try it still. I put a little bit in my tea one day and I threw up.